Hey everybody, this is Miss Taylor from the Marathon County Public Library, and I am here with our aquarium. Our aquarium is celebrating its 8 years here at the library. Can you believe that? 8 years. So with 8 years, it made us think of our favorite 8-legged friend, who is the octopus. So we are going to learn some fun facts today about the octopus and read a couple of fun books as well. So for our first book, it's called Octopus Escapes, but I'm actually going to skip to the back of the book because it gives us some fun facts about octopuses that I want to share with you. Okay, so a few fun facts about the octopus. They are nocturnal. Did you know that? That means they are up at night and sleep during the day. Octopuses use jet propulsion to swim backward. They have 8 tentacles. We know that. 3 hearts. Did you know that? They have 3 hearts compared to our 1. They have blue blood, and they technically have a beak. Think like a bird. An octopus technically has a beak. The Amazing Octopus. Octopuses are the most intelligent of all the invertebrates. Like people, they are playful and curious and have the ability to problem solve. Recently, scientists have discovered that some octopuses even use tools. So think of things that we use as tools, like a hammer, maybe a shovel, or a cup to drink. Some octopuses use tools. There is a species of octopuses in Indonesia that carry coconut shells around, and they use them to build portable shelters. Fascinating. Okay, so what else about octopuses? They have many clever ways of avoiding predators, such as sharks, eels. We're going to see some predators in our books. So, to avoid predators, they squirt ink to distract and confuse their enemies. They can change their color and their shape to blend in with their surroundings. So they are very good camouflagers. Some species of octopus even mimic the shape and behaviors of other animals to scare off predators. Octopuses are also venomous. They can grow a new tentacle if one is lost, and they have rotating eyes that see right side up, even if they are upside down. Okay, so those are some fun facts about octopuses. We're going to come back to this page after we read our first story. It's called Octopus Escapes. So octopuses, they are great escape artists. Let's see what happens in Octopus Escapes. You can see we're at the aquarium. And it's time for everyone to leave. The octopus waits, and the guard closes the gates. Remember, octopuses are nocturnal, so that means they're up at night. So let's see what this octopus does. Octopus push, octopus squish. There he goes, out of his cage. Aquarium sleeps, and the octopus creeps. Octopus grabs. Uh-oh, look out, crabs. They like their crabs and other fishes. Octopus slides, and octopus hides. Over to the stingray. Tentacles swish, swim away fish. Uh-oh, that's why we don't have an octopus here in our aquarium, because the octopus would eat all of our fishes. Octopus splash, and octopus dash. Octopus pounce, octopus bounce. Uh-oh, there's the guard. Octopus bowls, and octopus rolls. Strike. Sharp teeth clink, and octopus ink. Uh-oh, a shark, a predator. So he inked so he can escape. Octopus peeks, and octopus streaks. Octopus smush, octopus whoosh. Back in his tank. A new day begins, and the octopus grins. So he escaped at night, but made it back. Okay, so that brings me back to our fun facts about octopuses being great escape artists. Octopuses are well known for their extraordinary talent as escape artists. Because their beak-like mouth is the only hard part of their body, octopuses are able to squeeze through tiny openings, just like in that book. Octopuses use their strong tentacles to explore and investigate the world around them. Each tentacle is covered with a special suction cup that allows the octopus to taste the objects just by touching them. So imagine, instead of tasting things with our tongue in our mouth, an octopus does it with their tentacles. Fascinating. From time to time, octopuses at aquariums have escaped and gone exploring, just like in this book. For example, at the Brighton Aquarium in England in the 1870s, the resident octopus would escape every night and dine on other exhibits before returning home. So like crabs, lobsters, fish, he ate well. After many fish mysteriously disappeared, the octopus was finally caught in the act. In another instance, in 2016, an octopus at the National Aquarium of New Zealand managed to slip out of its tank, crawl through a 164-foot drain pipe, and escape to sea. And he was never seen again at the aquarium. Okay, so that's a little bit about octopuses. They really are fascinating creatures. I think my favorite thing is their 3 hearts. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that was Octopus Escapes and some fun facts about octopuses. So now we are going to read one last book called Octopus Alone. Okay, I love the illustrations in this book. It's by one of my favorite illustrators. Octopus lay hidden in her cozy cave, enjoying the scene outside. Turtle chased squid, squid chased shrimp, and the puffer was getting nervous with all the chasing going on. Then Octopus saw the seahorses bobbing along outside. One little one peeked in, then another and another. The seahorses found Octopus fascinating, but she was shy and did not like to be noticed. She tried to shoo them away with her tentacles, but they thought she was playing, so they played too. I give up, Octopus sighed. Squeezing out of her cave, she crawled into the garden. She changed her colors, just like that, and disappeared. Do you see her? Do you see her in the garden? Let's see. There she is. She's sneaky. The seahorses swam away, wondering where the octopus had gone. Sea snakes slithered in and out of holes. Among the swaying anemones, baby dominoes played hide and seek, while clownfish chased butterflies. Tiny fish ate algae from a big fish's scales, leaving them sparkly clean. Octopus was about to pounce on a juicy lobster when she saw the seahorses coming her way. She went perfectly still, and the lucky lobster slid into a crevice. And look, she is blending in again. When the seahorses weren't disturbing her, they were delightful to watch, she thought. They wiggled and twirled, and one even did somersaults. It looked like so much fun. And there's Octopus, hiding. It was hard for Octopus to keep still, but she did, and soon enough, the merry seahorses moved on. Octopus crept over to a thicket of stars. Jellyfish drifted past and headed beyond the reef. Where did they go? She gazed at the shimmering shapes, and suddenly she had a funny feeling. I think someone's watching her. It was the seahorses! They were staring, and for how long, she wondered. She feels threatened, so she inked. She inked the water to hide her blushing and took off. She wanted to get away, far from the seahorse's eyes. After a while, she spied something interesting. It was a box full of delicious crabs. Remember, she was trying to get them at the aquarium in our last book? So in this book, Octopus is squishing herself into the cage, and the crabs began pinching. She fiddled with the door, and it opened. Out tumbled the crabs. Octopus was about to grab a few when she had another funny feeling. Who's gonna come after her? Uh-oh! A hungry eel was about to strike. Uh-oh, what can Octopus do? She squirted a cloud of ink and swam and swam and swam away from the eel. She finally stopped. She was far beyond the reef. Here, the water was gloriously empty. No one watching and no one to hide from. Whale song rose faintly from the deep. Octopus remembered the dancing seahorses. Do you remember their moves? Octopus, she wiggled and she twirled, and she even did some somersaults. She was so happy to be alone. Then she felt a rumbling in the waters below. What do you think it could be? And whoosh, a whale surged past, up and out of the water. So there's its head, its body, and its tail. Octopus nestled into a nook and found herself in a cave, much like her own, except this one was away from everyone and everything. The whale crashed back down, leaving a magnificent storm of bubbles. The whale song faded into the distance until all was quiet. Exhausted, Octopus fell asleep. When Octopus awoke, she went outside. A lone jellyfish drifted by. No one was around to disturb her in this wonderful, quiet place. But after some time, she began thinking about the lively reef with its graceful anemones and slinking sea snakes. Most of all, she wondered what the seahorses were up to. I'd better go home and find out, she said, hurrying along. So there she goes, back to the reef. When Octopus reached the reef, one little seahorse welcomed her home. Then another and another. So beautiful and vibrant there. Octopus was glad to be back with her friends, wiggling and twirling and somersaulting. Okay, so that was Octopus Alone. All right. So those were some fun octopus facts and stories for you. So all this week, you can stop by, and next week, you can stop by our Wausau library at our headquarters at the drive-through window, and you can pick up a paper craft like this of our 8-legged friend, the octopus, for kids preschool, a little bit younger. But then we also have this fun felt octopus for anyone older wanting to make something fun and celebrate our 8 years with the Phyllis Downer Aquarium. All right, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you later.